Coming to get you, Barbara.
With Halloween right around the corner, there's no better way to get into the spirit than watching themed films. Many channels do things for the month of October, like Freeform's 31 Nights of Halloween, offering viewers chances to see films that get both kids and adults excited for the upcoming spooky celebration. While I commend those channels for doing things for Halloween, the lineup has quickly become pretty stale. While Hocus Pocus is a fun Halloween-themed film, and Nightmare Before Christmas is catchy and just the right amount of creepy, it seems like they play a million times during the month. Even films like John Carpenter's Halloween can become repetitive if it's all that shows around the time. That's why I'm here to show you some awesome films that are sometimes overlooked. All of the films I mentioned are family friendly and they all take place on Halloween. They're great additions to anyone's spooky watch list. Also, I want to give a special thanks to my good friend Chase Ritchie for suggesting this video. So stay tuned after the break for some awesome family friendly Halloween movies. Up first we have Lady in White, which came out back in 1988, and it featured actor Lucas Haas in the lead role. The plot follows a schoolboy in 1962 upstate New York, who becomes embroiled in the mystery surrounding a series of child murders after he witnesses the ghost of a young girl who was murdered in his school's coat closet. Much of the filming took place in Wayne County, New York, which took advantage of the appropriate local lore and scenery. The story is based on a version of the Lady in White legend, concerning a woman who supposedly searches for her daughter in Durand Eastham Park in Rochester, New York, where the director hails from. Despite mostly positive reviews from critics, the film was a box office bomb. It later earned status as a cult film. Lady in White is a great film to add to a family watch list for Halloween. It features a young kid, an intriguing adventure as the little boy sets out to find a murderer, and manages to be suspenseful and scary without gore and adult situations. If you want to add Lady in White to your October watch list, it's available on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and it's also easily streamed totally free via the Tubi app, the Vudu app, and in its entirety on YouTube. So definitely check it out.
I gotta follow her.
To save your life.
I'm here, child.
Open the door. Say your prayers. Lady in White.
For years, scientists have speculated that there was intelligent life in outer space. Now comes definitive proof that there is no such thing.
Space Invaders crash landed back in theaters in 1999, starring Ariana Richards, who would later gain popularity by appearing in Jurassic Park. This slapstick parody of space movies chronicles the riotous exploits of a group of dim-bulbed, misguided aliens under the mistaken impression that they are supposed to invade the Earth after they hear a rebroadcast of Orson Welles' notorious War of the Worlds one Halloween night. Thinking they are late, they rush in with their ramshackle spaceship and end up in Big Bean, Illinois, a peaceful Midwestern town. Naturally, after they announce they want to kill the Earth scum, the residents want to kill them. Fortunately, the town sheriff and his daughter try to keep the moronic Martians safe and help their captain get them safely back in space. The Space Invaders are basically the Ninja Turtles if they were aliens. They're 4 in all, including various personalities for each one. They're fun and slapstick and full of hilarious lines. The effects on the aliens themselves are practical with actors inside actual alien suits, a la the original Ninja Turtles movies. Taking place on Halloween, like the rest of the films included on this list, the aliens have tons of funny interactions with humans due to the fact that the humans believe the aliens at first are kids in costumes. In an out-of-this-world, fish-out-of-water story, hilarity ensues in a film that both parents and kids will have a ton of fun with. If you plan on checking out Space Invaders, it's available on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and available to stream for $2.99 on Google Play. It's also free on YouTube with a little searching. Check it out.
You know who to call when you have ghosts. But who do you call when you have monsters?
We're the Monster Squad.
Next up, we have The Monster Squad. The Monster Squad is a 1987 American comedy horror film directed by Fred Decker, who also wrote and directed Night of the Creeps. The film features the Universal Monsters, reimagined by a team of special effects artists, including Stan Winston, led by Count Dracula. They in turn combat a group of savvy kids out to keep them from controlling the world. While not being a major success during its theatrical run and receiving mixed reviews from critics, the film has gained a positive reception from audiences and has become a cult classic in the years since its release. The Monster Squad is an absolute blast. It's a film you definitely don't want to miss. It features a ragtag group of monster movie-loving kids teaming up to take on the monsters that are threatening their town, because of course the adults do not believe them. The effects on the monsters are all practical and look absolutely awesome. You get Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the creature from the Black Lagoon / Fishman creature. The story is scary without being gory and hilarious without being adult levels of raunchy. Think of the Goonies meet the Universal Monsters and you have a pretty good idea of what to expect. If you plan on checking out the Monster Squad, it's available on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. You can also stream it via Hulu with a subscription, or you can pay $2.99 and stream it on Google Play and Amazon Prime. This is one of those awesome movies that you definitely don't want to miss. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Monster Squad.
Oh, she still believes in trolls and magic spells and things like that.
Trolls? Like hide under bridges and eat little girls? Cut it out, dork.
Coming up now on the list is Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest Scared Stupid is a 1991 American comedy horror film directed by John R. Cherry III and starring Jim Varney as Ernest. It is the fifth film to feature the character Ernest P. Worrell. In this Halloween film, we see Ernest accidentally unleashing an army of trolls upon a small town on Halloween, and the plot involves him joining a few children and fighting back against these trolls. Once again, we see awesome practical effects and some awesome kid actors. Tossed into the mix is the always enjoyable Ernest, bringing along his cast of different personas with a Halloween vibe. The story is actually pretty scary and could be a little too much for some younger children, but older kids and families will certainly dig this. It has a really impressive cast and a very well done story. In my opinion, this film should most definitely be up there with Hocus Pocus on the most popular Halloween horror movie list. If you're a fan of the Ernest character and also a fan of kids fighting monsters on Halloween with super soakers full of milk, which is the only thing that can kill these trolls, then you will have an incredible time with this Halloween classic. Ernest Scared Stupid is available on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. You can also stream it on Amazon Prime and Google Play for the price of $2.99. If you haven't already experienced this absolute Halloween classic, definitely go check it out and scare yourself stupid.
Easy, Rimshot. Easy, boy. There's nothing to be afraid of. After all, we've got the high ground. Yeah, good suggestion, Rimshot. Why didn't I think of that? Why don't we go on home? How about it?
Spirits of darkness, I command you to rise from your graves.
The last film on the list is The Midnight Hour. The Midnight Hour is a 1985 American made-for-television comedy horror film directed by Jack Bender and stars LeVar Burton and various other genre actors. Its plot focuses on a small New England town that becomes overrun with zombies, witches, vampires, and all the other demons of hell after a group of teenagers unlocks a centuries-old curse on Halloween. The film aired on ABC on November 1st, 1985. In addition to an original music number, Get Dead, the film's soundtrack also features songs by Wilson Pickett, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Three Dog Night, and The Smiths. The film also marks Macaulay Culkin's first screen role as an uncredited trick-or-treater. The Midnight Hour is a fun, campy comedy horror film full of catchy songs. It looks and feels a lot like Michael Jackson's Thriller video, due in part to not only the songs featured throughout, but also due to the fact that the special effects, makeup, and costumes are done by the same person who staged Michael Jackson's Thriller video. It's a fun romp that you'll probably get if you mix Grease with Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. If you want to check out The Midnight Hour, it is available, but pretty hard to find on VHS and DVD. Your best bet would be able to stream it on YouTube, where it's available in its entirety.